Delicious hot schmoes.
They're called s'mores, Buzz.
Right, of course.
Sorry. I need to do this again.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
I miss my wife.
Disney's Snow White originally came out in 1937. It was Disney's first full-length animated film in color. And that story and that movie specifically are timeless. That movie, although it may not be the greatest movie in the world, it definitely holds its place in the hearts of many, many people. Snow White was originally a Brothers Grimm tale. Just a fairy tale that was told amongst many people. And the Snow White that we see in the original 1937 Disney film is not exactly what the Brothers Grimm originally wrote. But that being said, Disney definitely took a very important and a very effective approach to the story. That movie, obviously, being their first animated film in color, it also was the starting point to them telling so many other stories within the same genre, right? Fairy tales that had been written and told previously, animated and turned into masterpieces of film. And that's exactly what I love about original Disney. I don't particularly like musicals, but I do have a very, very fond memory watching these older Disney movies. Obviously, Snow Whites, the Cinderellas, the Tarzans, the Hercules, all of those kinds of movies. Mulan, I love Mulan. These movies hold very, very comforting places in my memories. And that's exactly why I don't love what Disney has done.
Hey, that's racist.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is a tale as old as time. A tale of a princess
Yeah, boy.
who is put in a situation where she both longs for and is in need of help to become the queen that she is supposed to be. That help, in the original telling through Disney's Snow White, comes through the form of a prince.
The Emperor asks us to bring peace.
This prince is somebody that Snow White has longed for in her life.
Listen, I gave.
On the antagonist side of things, Snow White is up against the queen, the evil queen, who has taken over her kingdom and turned it from a happy, prosperous place to a bleak, cold, dark realm of just nothingness. And this is why Snow White needs some help. Is because she can't do it necessarily by herself, but she always had the desire to be strong, to be pure, to be true, and to be fair. And to be very, very kind. That is the core of who Snow White is, in my opinion. Now, we all know that my opinion is correct, but let's swap over to the new live-action remake.
No. Wait.
The girl I meant to.
Wait.
I'm sorry, my dear.
There is no God! That's why I stepped in!
The new Snow White movie just released last Thursday. And I went and watched it on Saturday. And I went in, to be honest, with extremely low expectations. It's a musical, also. I don't love musicals, so that always takes my expectations down a big notch. And Disney decided in the retelling of this timeless film that when they make it live action, they were going to change some of the story.
Dude!
And because of that, I genuinely don't think that if you love the original Snow White movie, that you will love the new Snow White movie. I don't think you will.
I don't believe what I'm hearing.
We'll start off with a couple of the good things from this movie to begin with.
I'm going to crush you.
At the very beginning of this movie, they do a fairly decent job at convincing you that Snow White has been raised to be true, to be just, to be kind, and to be fair. That is the whole premise of the first 5 to 10 minutes of the movie. It's her and her parents learning and teaching and growing these ideals. And that is good. That is perfect. That's what we need.
So why didn't I flinch?
Then comes in our next protagonist. And unfortunately, it is not the knight in shining armor, not the prince, not the character that in the original telling of this story she longed for and she needed the help from. Instead, that character is replaced with Jonathan.
Say that again?
Jonathan. Yep, that's his name. And he is a rogue, bandit. Who fights in the name of the king. By the way, the king is dead. No! And it feels very forced. He's not that great of a character. And that was a struggle for me to try to accept. Not because I think that the original story is perfect and that it should only be that way, but the character of Jonathan just didn't make any sense to me.
It's not always about the money, Spider-Man.
She meets this character, then she runs into this character again, and then they fall in love.
You two should kiss!
I'm all here for a love at first sight kind of a story. But just like Jonathan's character felt forced and unneeded, their love at first sight, to me at least, didn't make a whole lot of sense. I wasn't a big fan of it.
Say that again?
And it just kind of felt very forced. Obviously, if you know the story of Snow White, she ends up retaking her kingdom and becoming the fair, just, qualified queen that she was always meant to be. And she does that with the help of Jonathan. No, she doesn't, actually. She takes back her kingdom, not through the vigor of Jonathan and her steadfastness. She takes back her kingdom with her kindness and I guess kind of I don't really understand it. She basically stands up to the queen and says, "No, I'm in charge."
Oh, cool. Go, no doubt.
And then the queen says, "Fine."
Maximum effort.
And then the queen runs off into her corner for the 12th time of the movie.
You know, I really don't remember you.
And gets sucked into the Shadowverse. So, that didn't make any sense. It didn't in the movie, didn't while I was explaining it to you. It just didn't make any sense. I don't know why I was in the film. I didn't make the movie, so it's not my fault. And then you have Gal Gadot. I like Gal Gadot. I did not like Gal Gadot in Snow White. Gal Gadot gives the worst performance in this entire movie. Almost every line that she delivers is over the top silly and doesn't come across as performative or as professional. Everything is just kind of witty, not even witty. Nothing she says feels serious. And nothing that she says feels like she really put in the effort. And I don't know why that is, and I hate saying that, but that's just how it is. And then we get to probably the best part of the film, which were actually the dwarves.
And you know what this dwarf says to that? Ish kakui, I gorug nul.
You watch the trailer for this movie and you do not think that you are going to like these characters for two reasons. One, there's like some weird issues with animating the dwarves versus casting actual people to play the dwarves. Kind of feels a little bit weird. And the second reason is because in the trailers, they look kind of goofy. And they are. But here's the thing. Minus one thing, which is these dwarves, the way that they are animated and the way that they are designed, pushes them into an uncanny valley form of CGI. For anybody who doesn't know, the uncanny valley is a place where animation gets so close to being realistic that it looks fake. Because our eyes start confusing. They're like, this looks real, but I know that it isn't. And we kind of have this weird, like, kind of almost tingle on the back of your neck kind of feeling like this isn't real, but it looks like it is. And the dwarves look really good, and they are genuinely funny. I found that those were the moments that I actually laughed were with the dwarves. So I think if you're going to watch this movie, just go in expecting a couple things. One, this movie is extremely cheesy. It kind of is the most type musical you could really do for a reproduction of this original film. There are quite a few moments where you're like, oh, they're about to sing a song.
No. Wait.
And they sing a song every time.
No!
And then the other thing you need to remember is just that it's not exactly a one-for-one recreation of the original story, which personally made it not very good. For a tale as old as time, you gotta deliver. And you just didn't quite hit the mark. Sorry, Disney. Try again. Actually, I'd rather you don't. Leave the old stories alone. Please just create something new and give us your new things. I know you've done it in the past. Some of it is perfect, and then you just end up dragging it into the ground. Toy Story! You didn't need to go past number 2, in my opinion. Apparently number 3 is really good. Haven't seen it. Overall, this movie isn't good. Snow White is one of the movies of all time. I wish I could give it more credit, or less credit. That's always fun too. But it just was genuinely just there. It just exists. It's one of the movies of all time. And I walked out of that theater and I asked my friends, and they all agreed with me. Every single one of them thought it was just
Trash.
As always, if you're gonna have an opinion about a movie, go watch the movie. The only time that doesn't matter is if that movie is Tombstone. Because as we all know, say it with me, Tombstone is the worst movie in the world. Never seen it, never will. Peace.